Andrew Keen, CEO and president of AlphaShark.com and ACryptoShark.com, our new website in beta right now. Every single day, I'm going to give you your Bitcoin news of the day. I'm going to look at some charts for technical analysis, and we'll go through coin market cap to see what's moving. So the big news of the day, the first one is Argentina. They're looking at possibly Argentina getting Bitcoin for a future. So a lot of these countries around the world have high inflation. You know, Venezuela's 300%. One of my good friends is from Venezuela, and her family had to move because their value of their dollar is not worth as much anymore. So if you used to have $200, it's only worth about $60. So we see the news here: Argentinian futures exchanges eyeing Bitcoin. This is interesting here. We already see news from Venezuela. We also saw the Chicago Mercantile Exchange, known as the CME, listing futures. So that is all going to adopt social awareness, social acceptability in the futures market. Another interesting news we saw today was Bork. She's going to be giving away cryptos, and you can actually purchase cryptos. So Bjork is going to be giving away cryptos on her newest album. Will be coming with cryptocurrencies. So if you buy her album, you get a little crypto on it. You can also buy this album with Litecoin, Dash, and Bitcoin, all about social awareness and social acceptability. Another thing, there's a TV show in South Korea on Bitcoin. These two stars have to get around with just Bitcoin. I mean, none of these moves, like the Bjork news or like the South Korean news of a TV show you have to get by in Bitcoin, is going to move the market at all. What you guys got to understand, it just shows the social awareness and social acceptability. Bitcoin is all about the user base. The more people that use it, the higher the price goes. And to be completely honest, it's not very good. Bitcoin is not good. Litecoin is way quicker, faster, easier. IOTA, I think, is going to be way better. That one's about 39 cents. So Bitcoin is all about social use and acceptability. If you think about Uber, and, as a trader who wears a Bitcoin hat all day, someone always says to me, Andrew, what's the barrier to entry? I say, what's the barrier to entry to Uber? You can compete against Uber for $300,000. Uber is a $61 billion company. So as we look at this, just always kind of keep these concepts in mind. Volume leaders as countries: South Korea number 1 and Japan for number 2 for Bitcoin. Then I want to go in here. This is Coin Market Cap. I go here every single day. Let's see the movers and shakers for the day. And we'll do this every single day for you guys. Bitcoin down 4.6%. You got to take under consideration that's from the highs. Highs about 7,500. We're going to look at a little technical analysis here because I think it can move higher. We've seen Bitcoin Cash go from about 300 to about 620. Dash is a name that I like, that I've been in for a while. I've been a little bit higher here. Big movers in Monero. Monero up 12%. NEM up to 10%. You never pull up the S&P and there's going to be, the top 10. There is, ones that moved over 10%. Another thing I like to look at, the whole crypto space. We're getting close to that 200 billion, 196 billion. And then what's really important for me is that Bitcoin dominance. So that takes Bitcoin's market cap divided into the whole crypto space. 60.7 on a relative basis. This is very, very high. I think it has to get more in line and more correlated. So I expect that to get more in line. A couple other ones. Ethereum Classic, we see up again today. So Ethereum Classic has been pretty strong lately. Zcash up a little bit. BitConnect is one of my least favorite ones. BitConnect down 4% today. So interesting to see that. Then I go and let's go look at some technical analysis here with Bitcoin. First thing I want to do, and this is TradingView.com, I'll bring up the Ichimoku Cloud. And it trades really well on a 2-hour bar using the cloud. In future videos, I'll show you historical data, how we can look at the historical data. I have a bunch of cryptos that I trade, and I'll give you how you can trade them using the Ichimoku Cloud, and I'll show you the historical results because they've been awesome. So I'm just trying to move the cloud around here. I'm a big Ichimoku Cloud guy. And then I come in here, and so here's the cloud. We are really, really far from the cloud. So, we broke the cloud to the upside on the daily chart at around 43.80. I think we're going to find some pullback here. I would not be looking to buy it here. Let's see the short-term top at 75.90. But then another thing, I come in here and I look at a relative strength index. I know a lot about technical analysis. I've been trading a long time. And when I see a relative strength index, and what's really interesting here from my point of view is 70 as a generalization is an overbought level, and 30 is an oversold level. So every time it hits 30, we found a little bit of buyers. But when we hit above 70, we haven't really seen sellers come into the market. So I would actually move my Bitcoin relative strength index up to 90 because it is so strong here. I wouldn't want to be looking to short here. I've seen people on LinkedIn talking about shorting it at 4,100. So I think it needs to find a pullback. Another thing I can come in here is I can remove the Ichimoku cloud, and a lot of people like moving averages. So I can take the moving average and say, hey, where's my next buying opportunity? I'm not looking to allocate any capital right here in Bitcoin at this level. Okay, this is a 9-period moving average. I don't like 9s that much. Let's try to make it a little bit longer, and let's go to the 20, and let's make that bolder. So I just move that to the 20. So if you're looking for a pullback, maybe to the 6,200 level. If you're looking for a little bit more of a pullback, let's add another moving average here. So that's the 50. Let's put one more in here. Okay. So you could, if you're an aggressive trader, look to buy the 20-period moving average with a stop under the 50. That's an idea or concept. Every single day I'm going to come in here, I'm going to give you the Bitcoin news of the day, and then I'm going to go through technical analysis, and I'll go through coin market cap to figure out where I think everything's going. Once again, guys, looking for pullbacks here in Bitcoin, I think is way too high. I actually think it pulls back into 6,000 before it hits 9,000. It's around 7,100. Look for levels to buy, maybe the 20-day moving average, maybe the 50-day moving average. I think it's moved too far, too fast. So that's a recap of the news, the chart, and a look at what's moving today. This is Andrew Keen, CEO and president of AlphaShark.com and ACryptoShark.com. Thanks for tuning in, guys. I'll be wearing my Bitcoin hat every day. Bitcoin's going to 50,000. It's just a matter of time. Thanks, traders.